Just when I thought I was going to be done making videos for the night, where I thought I could just, browse YouTube and, watch videos at my own leisure, I see this shit. Teacher sentenced after lacing cupcakes with her husband's sperm and feeding them to her students. A teacher has pleaded guilty to disturbing words that we can't say on YouTube, if you're certain people can, including lacing cupcakes with her husband's sperm before feeding them to her students. Cynthia Perkins, 36, looking a little rough around the edges. She looks like she's more like 46. Faces 41, that's awfully precise, years in prison after taking a plea deal on Monday in exchange for testifying against her now ex-husband, Dennis. Dennis the Menace. He was working as a Livingston Parish Sheriff's deputy at the time of his arrest. The Louisiana woman initially protested her innocence to 72 charges for various sex crimes. Yet this week pleaded guilty to producing something we're not allowed to talk about, second degree, another word that YouTube doesn't like, and mingling harmful substances. The charge about harmful substances allegedly refers to an incident in which she used Dennis's sperm to season pastries for the Westside Junior High School kids. These three we thought was representative of what she had done, and by agreeing to the facts as we put them out on the record, she prepared herself to testify against Dennis Perkins. Assistant Louisiana Attorney General Barry Milligan said on Monday. Cynthia and Dennis were arrested in October 2019 and faced 150 felony charges, including words that we cannot say, and video voyeurism, which is, I don't know what YouTube thinks about that, but all those other no words. There were also charges, of course there was, charges relating to a dog. According to the Daily Star, Cynthia filed for divorce and resigned from her role at the high school after the arrest. Was it that she resigned or they fired her? I don't know. She claimed she was manipulated by her then husband to commit these horror crimes. Dennis was fired from the sheriff's department after the charges were brought. Cynthia was scheduled to face a trial by jury on Monday and could have faced 72 years in prison. However, 68 of the remaining charges against her were dropped when she took the deal. She was given 40 years for second-degree word that YouTube doesn't like, 30 years for concurrent for other crimes involving people who are not of the age. No parole. The sperm lace. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? God. It's not surprising. This is the day and age where women are using their fucking yeast infections to bake bread. So how is this really that fucking surprising? Women are using their fucking period blood to fucking paint. So look at me, finger paint. Fuck the patriarchy. So this doesn't surprise me. The sperm-laced cupcakes incident hit her with a 1-year sentence. She has no possibility of parole after taking the deal. Today, Cynthia Perkins admitted to her crimes and pled guilty in court. Attorney General Jeff Landry said she not only waived any right to appeal and attempt to avoid conviction, but she also spared the victims from reliving her horrific crimes during this particular trial. Conviction is in the best interest of our victims and justice. We look forward to holding Dennis Perkins accountable for his crimes in the very near future, he added. Cynthia's legal team has been attempting to have her trial moved from Livingston Parish, as they argue that the social media hype around the case could not guarantee an impartial trial. I don't think it's really going to matter where you move it. Victory's family on deal. Yet they eventually agreed to a deal which was also okayed by the victim's family. They feel that this serves justice and better protects their children, said Assistant Louisiana Attorney General Erica McClellan. She played a role in this, and she acknowledged that today, that she was very much taken under the control of Dennis Perkins, and he manipulated. I seriously doubt that. And he manipulated her and twisted her into doing a lot of things that she was not comfortable doing. Disgraced Sheriff Lieutenant Dennis is facing 150 charges, many of which are those kinds of things. The couple was originally to appear as co-defendants. A judge ruled in favor of a severance last June, however. He's a monster. He is the real monster, said Cynthia Perkins' attorney, Paul Woody Scott. That's what she wants to make clear. It's not about shifting blame. She took responsibility today. I mean, that's what she did. But she looks forward to going after the real monster. Dennis's trial is set to begin in May. Okay, that was it. Set to begin in May. I don't know. I'm finding it hard to believe that, you know, it was all his doing. So, I mean, think of this way. It's like those cupcakes. He could have said, oh yeah, I want you to do it. You don't have a choice. Once she left the house, she could have easily gone to the police and said, hey, my husband made me do this. But once again, I don't want to hear people say that women don't have privilege. She's going to be getting a much lighter sentence than her husband's going to be getting. He's probably going to have fucking life in prison and all that. She's got 41 years. I mean, considering she's 36, she's pretty much life in prison. But throws on some tears, fesses up and says, yeah, I did it, but it was all my husband's idea. I had to go along with it. So, like I said, she could have easily taken those cupcakes and brought them to the fucking police instead of serving them to her students. Any rational-minded person, at least if I was in that situation, I would go straight to the police. I have the evidence with me. Why not just do it then? Instead, you were complicit with it. You fed them to your students, and now look what happened. Most likely, if you would, well, and that's just the cupcakes, though. But, I mean, this other stuff of producing secondhand, I mean, and also one of them involving a dog. There was also charges relating to a dog. Now, I don't know if it was sexual in nature or if it was abuse, but it just says there was also charges relating to a dog. I can only imagine. All around me are familiar faces, places, worn out faces. Oh my god. Bad world. It's